Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Melanie Macias, and this is my oral activity about my habits. The first question is, how do you normally catch up with your friends? By phone, by text, by social media, and why? In my case, I think I tend to catch up with them by social media or by a text, because I think in these times, in my generation, it is very normally to all of the people is always seeing their phones, and I think this is the best way to contact with them. For I don't know, for if you want to go to hang out with your friends, or if you want to have a meet. And yes, I think this is the best way, by social media or text. Second question, how much time a day do you spend on your social networking site? Do you feel that you spend too much time on social media? In my case, I think I spend a lot of my time in my social media. I don't know, for example, in Facebook or in Instagram. I think I spend a lot of time in that sites. But I think when I am in a university, I spend low time in the sites, because we have a lot of things to do. For example, like homeworks or meetings and classes. And yes, I think when I am on vacations, I spend a lot of time in my networking sites. Third question, what do you mostly use your cell phone for, and why? In my case, I used to use my cell phone for chatting with my friends or my family, or to have a meet with my family or my friends around the world. And I love to see a movie or series, and I use a lot my cell phone to open the app Netflix, and I use a lot of this. And I listen a lot music, and I use my cell phone. I spend my time in YouTube or in Spotify. And yes. Fourth question is, how do you and your family tend to stay in touch? By phone, by text? Why do you have that way of communication? In my family, it depends, because if I want to talk with my mother, I need to call her, because she doesn't like chatting with nobody. And yes, that's in the case of my mother. With my father and my brother, I think chatting by WhatsApp or DMs in IG. And yes, that's the way of communication in my family. The last question is, do you use a lot of emojis or stickers when you text? Which one is your favorite? In my case, I used a lot of emojis or stickers when I am chatting. For example, I used a lot the emoji of the red or white heart, and when I use a lot the sunflower, because this is my favorite flower. And in the case of the stickers, yes, I use them a lot with my friends when I am chatting with my friends. And my favorite sticker is that one that have a child jumping and dancing in the middle of a crowd, because I think his vibe is a very good vibe. And yes, that's my oral activity. Thank you.